Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Brody, and today I'm going to be cleaning my personal collection of shoes. I'm going to be giving a review, and I'm going to be giving them a scrub. I've got my Rejuvenator brushes, I've got the solution, and a bowl of water right here. I've also got a steamer and my shoes. So let's get to it. I'm going to add solution, and let's start. So, first shoes we have here are one of my favorites. This shoe, to my knowledge, is called the Undefiant Ones. Right? I got these pretty sweet deal at Grails here locally. Right? These, they're kind of beat, as you can kind of see here. I wear these every other day probably. And yeah, they're one of my favorites. Got the crease protectors in here. I'm going to throw that up there. And yeah, let's just get to cleaning. Alright, so here we are with our final results. They look a lot better. Alright, so watching the footage back, I realized that the cord kept getting in the way of the camera. I'll do my best to be more conscious about that, but with my setup right now, there's not a whole lot I can do. But a little bit of backstory on these shoes for me. I didn't even know they existed, as many people don't. Usually when people see them, I get asked if they're a custom Bloodline 1. They aren't, but they came out in 2019, and really they just got overshadowed with the release of the Bred 4s. And it kind of sucks, because in my eyes, they're a great shoe. Alright. Next, speaking of Bloodlines, these are my Bloodline 1s. These are clean as is, because I don't wear them very often. They're kind of a shoe that, excuse me, kind of a shoe that I'm scared to wear. Just, I don't know. In my eyes, I like the shoe, but they're kind of uncomfortable because I've just never really broken them in. I don't know why I've been scared to wear them, but it is what it is. But that's not why we're here. Let's get to cleaning. Alright, so we're done cleaning these. And here's our final result. Alright. Personally, I think these turned out great. They weren't dirty to begin with, but whatever. Alright, let me put these up, and we'll be on to our next shoe. Alright, our next shoe, Oreo 5s. Better known, well, no, worse known as the Moonlight 5s. This shoe has some sentimental value to me. Me and my friend, we waited in line to go and get these. We got to the mall early. It was a big ordeal for us. Right, and I absolutely love these shoes. I've only worn them 3 times so far, but as you can tell, I mean, I get the most out of those wears. So, I made sure these were on this video especially so they can get a clean. Alright, I'm not going to be using a lot of my brushes on this one because it's suede and I have a specialized suede cleaning kit. That's a tongue twister. But I will be cleaning the bottom with my hard bristle brush and my steamer to the side. Alright. Alright. They're done. My stuff is everywhere. Alright. These shoes, if I didn't give too much of an evaluation earlier, these shoes are one of my personal favorites. There's still soap all on these, so please do forgive me. But these are one of my all-time favorite shoes. I love 5s, and these is really what sparked it. It was the What the 5s before these, and then these just really drove that point home for me in my shoe collecting game. I love these 5s. I could run my hands through this suede all day, but unfortunately, we don't have time for that. So, let the show continue, and let us get on to one of my favorites, our next shoe. I'm sorry. Some of you will know what this shoe is just by the way I have to disassemble the box. That's right. We have Space Jam. These are the 2016 pair. These are my favorite shoes, probably of all time. I got this pair themselves at SneakerCon, or I'm sorry, hang on, I'll tell you what it's called. Sneaker Culture. They hosted an event here in Indiana, and I went and I got these. I don't remember what I paid for them, but I know I got a pretty good deal, because right here, you can't see it on here, but there's a scuff in the leather. I mean, that hasn't drove me away from these shoes at all. I love these shoes. They're kind of dirty, as you can see, but that's why we're here. So let's get to it. Alright, these shoes are clean. Yeah, I also have the 2009 variant of this shoe, but sadly I was on the bus and the heater melted the midsole. So unfortunately, I'm going to render those unwearable. Alright, I'm not too thrilled about our next shoe, because as soon as I bought these off of a friend in good condition, and then within the first time wearing them, I suffered from paint loss. I don't know if you can see that right there, a chip in the paint. And for the reason of not trying to make that worse and these not being too bad, I'm not going to be cleaning these today. They aren't too bad because I don't ever wear them. I got mad at these shoes. I threw them in the box and I tried my best to forget about them. So if you wanted to see these cleaned, I'm sorry, they won't be in this video. I will be making another video, however, about ironing out the creases in my shoes. And if you're interested, you can stick around on the channel. I'll be posting that. I don't really know whenever school allows me. Speaking of shoes I'm not thrilled with, these. Carmine 2021 release. Right, and the whole reason I'm not thrilled with these shoes is I've worn this shoe probably under 10 times, and the same thing has happened. You see that? The quality is just not there on these shoes. The paint has started to wear off already within a year. To me, that's a little bit ridiculous for what I paid for these shoes. Luckily, I did get them retail, so I can't be too mad. If they seem familiar, you might have seen these on my Instagram before. I got a lot of the creases out of that under the bubble there. Yeah, I mean, these don't really need it, but I'll give them a quick scrub down, just because why not? Alright, yeah, it was a quick clean, but like I said, it was just because why not? I might have mentioned earlier that I wasn't thrilled with these shoes due to the paint damage right here. And really, quality was a day one concern from these shoes. Between this pink rushing into these soles and their soles turning pink, like receipt ink just ruining these soles, it was just a problem from day one about quality on these shoes. And really, that hurt for me to see, because personally I love sixes. This is my only pair of sixes, but just because I wasn't thrilled with this pair does not mean I'm not thrilled with others. For instance, as the time of this recording, the UNC sixes have not been released yet, and I'm going to get a pair of those at whatever cost necessary. But that's going to wrap up this clean, and we're on to one of our last shoes, another one of my personal favorite shoes. Also, something I didn't mention about the Carmines, the only reason I've tried to keep those shoes the way they are and not fix the paint is because they mean a lot to me and I don't want to mess them up. Those shoes were the first ever shoes I ever camped out for. Me and my homie went to the mall. We were there 2 hours before the mall even opened. We sat in the blistering cold. We got there. ahead of the line, and the line was crazy for those. So there's a lot of sentimental value along with the Moonlight 5s, but speaking of 5s, one of my favorite shoes, I just picked these up recently, the Top 3 5s. My favorite part about this shoe is on the inside right here. It tells you the shoes it's made up of. I know the grape doesn't show up on camera very well, but it says grape, metallics, and fire reds. Right, this is where grape comes in, fire reds, and your metallic teeth. Right, I love these shoes, and I got them for a steal at Grails. Alright, the same as my other 5s, I'm going to be doing the suede cleaning, not necessarily with my brushes. I will be doing a scrub on the bottom. Also, before we go into the time loop, one of my things I forgot to mention is I love this Nike Air on the back of this shoe, along with the Carmine 6s. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, they have come clean. There's a little bit of soap and debris on here. My steamer was running out of water, so it's kind of just blowing air at the end. But given they weren't very dirty at the at the beginning, I still think it's an improvement. Alright, that's going to wrap up today's video. I'm very thankful that you joined it. I'm very thankful that you tuned in. And if you did enjoy what you saw today, hit that subscribe button down below. And follow me on Instagram at Clean Kicks. If you have a nick for shoes and you want to get, and if you want to buy and sell shoes, I'll usually buy some shoes unless they have nicks, scuffs, scratches. I try to avoid that because I can't fix it. But if you have a pair of shoes you think you might be interested in selling, hit me up in my DMs at Clean Kicks. And if you want your shoes cleaned, I offer that service too, as you can see in this video. Alright, thank you for tuning in. Go follow me, hit that subscribe. I'll see you guys later.